and help others rise above it. And in that spirit and his vision of a world free from fear, Gisèle Pelicot has given that freedom a new and urgent meaning. She has given survivors permission to speak. She has given society a reason to listen. And she has given people hope, people like my mother, and so many others that were missing something so long: validation, dignity, and hope. Gisèle Pelicot does not only earn and deserve this award, you, for me, are the embodiment of this award, Gisèle. I am so proud of you, and I would like to welcome you on the stage.
Membres de la famille Roosevelt, Mesdames et Messieurs, c'est avec beaucoup d'émotion, mais aussi un profond sentiment d'humilité et de responsabilité que je prends la parole devant vous. Avoir le droit de vivre à l'abri de la peur est une idée simple, presque évidente. Et pourtant, pour beaucoup, cette idée reste encore aujourd'hui hors d'atteinte. Pour les victimes de violences sexuelles et de genre, la peur est souvent silencieuse, intime. Elle se vit loin des regards et peut prendre de multiples formes. La peur de parler, la peur de ne pas être cru, la peur du regard des autres et en définitive, la peur d'exister. Avec la peur viennent souvent, très souvent, la honte, puis le silence. Un silence imposé, parfois intériorisé, comme si la violence subie devait être cachée, comme si c'était aux victimes de porter seules le poids de ce qui leur était imposé. Si j'ai fait le choix d'accepter ce prix, c'est pour pouvoir l'offrir symboliquement à toutes les victimes de ces violences, à celles qui ont parlé tout autant qu'à celles qui se taisent encore. À toutes, je veux dire que même si elles sont isolées, elles ne seront jamais seules, car nous sommes des millions à avoir connu cette violence ou y être encore confrontés aujourd'hui. Leur dire qu'elles possèdent des ressources qu'elles ne soupçonnent pas et qu'elles doivent croire en leur capacité à surmonter cette épreuve, même lorsqu'il semble qu'il n'y ait aucun espoir de s'en sortir. Mais pour que les victimes puissent parler et demander de l'aide, il faut qu'en face, la société soit prête à les écouter et à leur tendre la main. C'est pourquoi je souhaite également dédier ce prix à toutes celles et ceux qui œuvrent chaque jour pour accompagner les victimes et faire reculer la violence sexuelle et de genre, acceptant ainsi de se confronter à leurs souffrances et à ne pas détourner le regard. Leur courage et leur dévouement doivent aussi être reconnus, car cet engagement implique souvent d'importants sacrifices. Enfin, je souhaite également dédier ce prix à toutes celles et ceux, trop nombreux, qui n'ont pas survécu à ces violences et dire qu'ici, que nous ne pourrons jamais les oublier. Mes pensées vont à leurs proches et à toutes celles et ceux qui font vivre leur mémoire pour que leur perte ne reste pas vaine. J'ai la conviction profonde que vaincre les violences sexuelles et de genre est possible, mais ce combat est générationnel. Il ne pourra se gagner que si chaque génération transmet la suivante les progrès qu'elle aura permis d'accomplir. Mes derniers mots seront pour nos jeunes générations, qui sont l'avenir. À celles et ceux qui grandissent aujourd'hui, qui refusent la banalisation des violences, qui osent parler, qui osent écouter, vous êtes déjà une part de la solution. Vous portez une exigence nouvelle, celle d'un monde où la peur n'a plus sa place. C'est en vous que réside l'espoir que cette liberté devienne enfin une réalité et que plus personne n'ait à apprendre à vivre avec la peur. Je vous remercie.
My grandparents would be the first to acknowledge that we live in a very troubled world. In such a world, the four freedoms can help us build the bridges of our common humanity.
Mine eyes have seen the glory.
I bring you greetings from my family, and it is such a distinct honor and privilege to do so. We are here today to honor the work of 5 remarkable individuals who have dedicated their lives to the 4 freedoms.
The grapes of wrath have been stored.
You had learned not to be intimidated by the forces of evil. Your spirit of tolerance remains a beacon of hope for humanity, and for this, we thank and honor you today.
It transfigures you and me, and as he died, glory, glory, hallelujah.
Let us remember the joy of these laureates' courage, not just their actions, but their love of humankind.
Hallelujah, oh, glory, 'cause my God's
We'll do this together. We can make a difference, from the small places close to home to the grand halls of decision. We will be together. There will always be Roosevelts who will come at your invitation to serve, to share a determination to live the 4 freedoms alongside the distinguished laureates who will always inspire and direct us.
glory, glory,
Freedom from want, freedom from fear, freedom of worship, and freedom of speech will triumph everywhere in the world.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, Mr. President, Mr. Prime Minister, King's Commissioner, inspiring laureates, and honored guests. On behalf of my family and our delegation from the United States, thank you once again for inviting us to be with you at the International Four Freedoms Awards. The partnership between the Roosevelt Foundation and the Roosevelt Institute is a powerful reminder of the enduring ties between the people of our two nations. And while it is many years ago now, our two families, it is a joy to be here with you today. And how moved we are by the laureates who just spoke. Your courage is remarkable. The Netherlands was a foundational part of my grandfather's story. My family's roots are here in the Netherlands and in this province. And it is deeply meaningful to see how that connection has endured as a living, evolving partnership grounded in shared principles of freedom and democracy. Those principles were the heart of his vision of democracy: freedom of speech and expression, freedom of worship, freedom from want, and freedom from fear. When my grandfather spoke about these freedoms in 1941, the future at home and abroad was fragile and uncertain. We in America forget that sometimes. But these principles were and still are a standard for how a democratic nation should treat its people and how it should project its power in the world. What strikes me is how relevant my grandfather's vision remains today. Our future is fragile. Around the world, as we have heard, journalists are still threatened, jailed, and killed. Religious minorities are persecuted. Disabled people lack access to what others take for granted. And women and children live in fear of those more powerful than they are. I don't think my grandfather thought that these freedoms would be achieved everywhere in his lifetime. He knew that they must be claimed and defended again and again in every generation. Today's laureates remind us that these freedoms of speech and worship from want and fear are not assumed. They depend on the courage and commitment of people willing to speak of them, to fight for them again and again.
That is the rhythm of humanity, I suppose. But we cannot opt out because we are discouraged. My grandfather did not get discouraged because he and my grandmother believed deeply in democracy and in the right of all people to determine their own future. The four freedoms are the principles that drive toward that. While today, those principles again under threat, we see them being defended with extraordinary courage by many, most notably by President Zelensky and the people of Ukraine, who have stood firm in the face of immense sacrifice. Their fight is a daily reminder that the struggle for freedom is not confined to the past. It is as urgent today as it was 80 years ago, and it will always be urgent. An American journalist, Terry Moran, described democracy as vitality, as our voices, the voices of all, no matter their wealth or station or heritage. Now, when we in America gather to express our views in town squares and union halls, in the streets and in churches, we sing. Songs, no matter the quality of our tone, links us to history, brings us together, knits our emotions, and gives us energy and focus. One of those songs, a simple lyric and melody, I won't sing for you, by a young woman named Heidi Wilson, who's from the state of Vermont, near where I live, wrote a song called Hold On that everyone can sing, whether they've learned it or not. It goes like this: hold on, hold on, my dear ones, here comes the dawn. And sing it over and over again. It is deeply humbling and deeply encouraging to stand alongside all of you. I have no doubt that my grandfather, while he might be grieving for so much of what's going on around us, would be immensely inspired by the work being done by each of you. And he would send my grandmother to be with you. Thank you.
Dear Anne, thank you so much for your moving and inspiring words. You truly embody our fight for the four freedoms. And you have been, and always will be, a great friend and inspiration to us. You carry the legacy of your grandparents with grace and conviction. And in so many ways, you reflect the spirit of your grandmother, Eleanor. You even look like her. Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated while the royal family, the laureates and the presenters will leave the church soon. And then please follow the directions of our protocol assistants. And a few words to conclude this ceremony. I would like to thank all of the laureates and the presenters for their presence and their inspiring words. Your examples inspire us to advance the cause of the four freedoms. You remind us that we must continue to dedicate ourselves to the protection and the promotion of human rights for everyone, everywhere in the world. Thank you. Today, the laureates showed us their examples of courage. So let us also find the courage to do the right thing, to be concerned about our brothers and sisters, and to be involved in the struggle for freedom and human rights, far away and close at home.